episode of the Smoking Roaches podcast. Look, man, we grow good, we smoke good. What you smoking down to the roach, Big Pimpin'? Welcome back, y'all. Again, guess what I done found? Look who I done digged up out the daggone woodworks out of nowhere, man. I done found this dude. I've been to every week we talk about Will Coley on that, Will Coley on that. Look who I done found, man. This is my special guest for the week, man. I'm gonna introduce you
How
like
the
I
hell I'm a
introduced
guest and a host? You funny.
exactly. 'Cause ain't nobody seen you in months, man. Ain't nobody seen you
Cause
in
I put in
months.
my vacation time early, homie. I had to go take
Right.
my
I
trips
got
to do some, get on the road, Slim. You know I'm working on the
and I
road.
gotta bring you. So I gotta bring you back on a welcome back kind of introduction. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do it again. We're gonna start all the way over again. I done figured out how to make some noise with this machine, this little podcast machine. So I'm gonna try to bring you
Yeah,
in the right way. All right.
do your
We're gonna
thing.
do it the right way this time. All right, here we go.
Hey, I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Now we ain't seen this young man in a good little while. He was the original host on the Smoking Roaches podcast, and he still is, But every week I've been talking about him being out of town, family problems, or not problems, but family issues. You know how life be lifing. So he hit me up the other day. He said, "Baby, I'm back." I was like, "Dog, we here waiting on you, baby. We in this joint waiting on you, man." So I dug him up out of nowhere. I found him. The universe called him and directed him in the right direction, bro. And we back again, y'all. We got some stuff for y'all tonight. I'd like to welcome back my great friend, my brother, my road dog, my host, my co-host, my man. This is my man right here. Give it up for my boy, Coleon, the comedian.
I ain't need all that. Don't do me like that, bro. Try to make you feel like I'm somebody special, Slim. What's good?
What's good,
What's up,
dog?
bro?
Welcome back, Pimpin'.
Man,
How you
cool,
doing, brother?
cool. Man, living
That's
life, that's all. Shit.
that's
Road
all we
life,
can do,
mixing
man.
with business, that's all.
You been there working out there?
Slim, shit been beautiful, bro. I'm trying to tell you, Slim. I've been scouting you out some new white girls. I went all the way up New York State
Oh,
and
no.
Slim.
Yeah, come on, dog. You couldn't wait to get into that joint with the
Nah, you
white. Man,
said get on it, Slim. You
I
asked me,
told you earlier. Go
you
ahead.
said what was I doing, where I been, bro. I got you some
Man.
Becky's, some Kiki's and
Yeah,
Mimi's. Yeah,
yeah.
nah,
And they all them joints are Caucasian persuasion with the
yeah.
blackest name in the world. You ever met a white Lakeisha?
Nah, I ain't never met a
Yeah,
white
exactly.
Lakeisha. That's one out there though. By now, it's one
I,
out
I
there. But
met her.
yeah,
That's what.
yeah. What's up though? Everything been good? Slim? I ain't know nothing. Shout out to Kingston, New York, man. Shout out to New York City, man. Breathe through. Show some love. Shout out to the family up there. You know, show some love. Spent a couple of days. Shout out to Lamont King, Lazy Lamont. Got a great show in DC. Put me on a couple of weeks ago, and just
Okay.
been grinding, hitting rooms, and you know how we go, bro. Turning up, ain't nothing different.
Right. So, how the family doing? How all the babies doing?
Good, man. Shout out to baby girl. Just had her first track meet the other day. Went from basketball straight to
Okay.
track, and sh- which she placed in six, I think, in her
In the
first
whole
go. Nah,
competition.
she did. What she did? I think she did high jump and I think third place in long jump. So you know, for her first track meet, she did pretty good.
Hell yeah, she
So
did good
proud of
job at
her.
6 and just starting out. And I've never. That's crazy because I've never met or really met anybody that did long jumping and high jumping and shot
Okay,
put and all that kind of stuff. Always seen it
yeah,
on like the
Olympics.
Olympics. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? So that's like extra dope that she's doing something like that.
yeah,
Because when you say track, my son ran track. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? He was like number 2 or 3
yeah. In the nation,
in DC.
yeah, in the region. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
so he don't
yeah,
went to buoy off that and all that good stuff. So that's dope, man. That's
yeah.
and I say it's beautiful because he didn't want to do the typical thing, play a football, play basketball. He's like, I'm gonna do
Mm-hmm,
something where I can shine amongst, what I'm saying, so few of us out
mm-hmm,
this joint, bro. That's dope, man. I'm proud of that
mm-hmm.
joint, man. tell her. I
Yeah,
definitely
nah,
seen
she
one
and
back.
she really enjoying it because she went from basketball to swimming last year, and
Oh,
basketball to track this year. So one thing I encourage her definitely to get into all the sports that's available for her. She want to do
mhm.
flag football too. So I told her just keep all the options open, and the one thing is keeping her healthy. She will always have a
Yeah.
motivated sense, going through life with just routine and
Hmm.
it not only helps my body, but staying with teams, learning how to work well with
Yep.
others,
Yep.
and just
Yep.
learning,
That's exactly right.
developing discipline, and then it
Hmm.
shows leadership. So, just getting in and
No
just
doubt.
feeling those experiences. I told her these are all the things I experienced in high school, everything I could do and put my hands on in junior high school, high school. Those are some of my best moments in school, not knowing but eager to learn. So, like I tell her,
Right.
the
And that's
principles of fundamentals.
that's all it takes. Because I've always told my son that once you get to a point where you're good, like he goes back and talk to the newer class coming in. He go back to his high
That's
school and talk
dope.
to them.
Yeah, yeah. Encourage them.
They
Yeah.
recommend him for like special speaking engagements and
Little
things of that
speaking
nature. And I'm just
engagement.
like,
Yeah, you
look,
get paid money off that. Hell yeah.
and you get and you get recognition by some top people in the field you're trying to be in. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
hell
So
yeah. I know they
I
got
think
your
we both,
son jersey. I know they got your son
yep,
jersey up in the school and shit. And his
you know they
trophies.
do it. It's crazy. His
Hey,
brother trying to do it.
that's a
His brother
proud
trying to.
thing. Yeah. And shout out to my baby girl. She just turned 8 years old. She say she want me to teach her how to play basketball this summer like I did her sisters. So, just being a coach
Yeah.
dad is the best thing for me, like at this
Yes.
time in my life. When I talk to a lot of single fathers and fathers trying to learn how to parent and find connections with their kids, I said, guess what? The
Mhm.
biggest key to having a connection with your kid is living vicariously through your kids. Really encourage your kids on the things they set out to do in life, and really try to
Yeah.
push them to do accomplish the things you didn't do, because a lot of parents are jealous of their kids and the things because they didn't accomplish it when it was their time. They don't want to see their
Mhm.
kids move to the extra level. Like I said, I didn't have enough people in my life coming to my taekwondo tournaments, watch me knock motherfuckers out and kick them in the face and do what I
Yep.
wanted to do. I didn't have enough
Mhm.
people coming to see my band perform and we do all this. I don't got enough people that come to my comedy shows that show real love. But I
Yep.
still, I'm out here for who come to see me. Slim, the show must go on, Slim. So I encourage that in my daughters. My son
Mhm.
pretty much off his entertainment shit. He a family man. But I
Mhm.
still got young daughters that, learning their way and I
And
done
we
opened
getting a
up a few doors.
we done getting a lot older too, bro. I just realized you just said your baby girl is 8 years old, bro. I remember she
Yeah.
was a baby, bro.
Yeah,
That's
oh.
crazy.
Shit, you
We
remember when I
getting
only
older,
had four of them motherfuckers, bruh? When I started
right? You know,
comedy.
that's crazy. And you know what? I'm so excited about talking about age
Roger,
and stuff because you know what this month is, right? You know what
yeah,
this
it's
month is.
B-Day month, Slim. You know what time it is.
So you know I'm gonna turn, and it's 2 days before what?
That,
Full fucking 20
yeah.
down. Perfect
And then
time
you
for
got
smoking.
the fofo.
All day.
Yeah, you got the
All day
40,
long. Because
44
if you
caliber,
don't,
Slim. You gotta be
out
fully loaded.
45, we 45 calibers out this joint, dog. We
Yeah,
got some exclusive handmade drink
yeah.
out this joint, bro.
Damn, this your
Everything is going out.
45th? No, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
God damn. God, I thought you
Yeah,
had me
dog.
about 1 year. Hey, yeah, now I
Nah,
feel
bro.
like
You
the
45,
I feel like the baby brother now. It's the baby brick
bro.
brother now.
Our
I
little
thought you was a year
organization,
older than me.
I think
We
in
been
our
hanging
whole little
tough damn
organization,
near 10.
I think I'm the oldest out of the crew, bro. I think I'm the oldest out of the crew. You know what I'm saying? Back thinking about this drunk, I think I'm the oldest, bro.
You
That's
might be
crazy. That's crazy, yeah. But that's to say the longevity. Look how long we've been doing this, John. We both been in comedy for at least
16.
13 years.
16,
16
bro.
already.
That's 16 years, bro. That's
Damn,
16 for me. I ain't know I'm taking all my dates.
yeah, yeah. This is my
Yeah,
17th,
28,
19th.
2018, Slim. I mean 2008, Slim for me. So I'm
Mine
class
was
of '08.
2009,
I'm
September,
class of
March.
'08. Yeah, I'm
I
class
don't
of
just
'08.
passed it. Okay,
October,
by
yeah. See, you just missed your little reunion. Shout out to my man reunion. I mean,
God damn.
anniversary, not your reunion, anniversary, comedy
It'll be
anniversary.
a reunion when I get back on the stage. That's when it'll be the reunion. Right now, it's just the
Yeah, man.
anniversary. That's what I'm
I
saying. It's
think
all about celebration here for me, huh?
I think
It's
Lamar
all about
joint coming up too, so I got you too, man. Shout out to Lamar King. Not to cut you off. Great dope
no doubt,
spot
no doubt.
down on 8th Street. It's a real grown and sexy comedy spot, man. So Rob
Washington
gonna be on
D.C.
the next show. Haywood was dope on that joint, man. Some great comics on that, but they let me kill that joint.
Okay, you talking about Lazy?
Yeah, lazy.
Lazy?
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, he
okay.
said he
Lazy than my
busting
best
back
friend.
out. He ain't playing with these niggas no more. I said ain't none of us playing with it. We tired of how the game looking right now. So
Yeah,
we gonna stomp our foot now. We stepping now. We high stepping now.
he got a dope podcast too. Yeah, that's dope too.
Man, shout out
I
to my
mean, like,
man Reggie
Lazy,
Curl. Reggie Curl
yeah,
just
he on
hopped
the
on the Instagram. Man, shout out to Reggie, man. Man, him and Red Grind had a good chop it up early, man, on some real nigga shit. Veterans of comedy, man. Shout out to my veterans of comedy. Y'all don't get enough love. I'ma say it now. When y'all come across me,
got it.
come across Rob, these two real niggas that's gonna show y'all respect.
Yes,
On
sir.
according on how you come at us. It ain't this shit ain't free. You gotta pay respect to
Mhm.
get respect. So, but it's all respect to the game, man. We two comedians that acknowledge the paths and the waves y'all made so we can get to this point in life and of the
Mhm.
comedy game. But back on some funny shit, man. What's up with you, man? Was you was getting all of my business? What's up with you? How many white girls you done had over for the last month since I ain't been over? I know you and
Bro,
your
I was not.
you and your man upstairs. Y'all be having them tied up in that motherfucker.
I didn't get that deep into your business. I left it to something that the
Yeah,
community
nah,
wanted to
Steph.
know.
You know what they came to hear? They want to see how many white girls Rob Coffee booking a week. They said, homie, you
Man,
be
I'm
out in the
not
streets
right, bro.
buying
I'm not
flowers,
about.
homie. They said you got
Oh, bro,
count
I
and
grow my
edible
flowers.
arrangement.
We grow our flowers. We smoke good because we grow good. And as a matter of fact, homie, what you smoking down to the road, bro? Then I
Hey,
tell you how
Slim,
my shit been.
I'm smoking a good indica for my man. We don't name no names, so it come from the streets. Man, this shit got colors in it: purple, green, yellow, orange, and this shit hit like thunder and lightning. And
Mm,
my eyes can't stay open, homie. Trust me. That's why I had to put on this brim cap because I'm
yeah,
cooked 1,000, and this shit
no
strong. But
doubt.
yeah, it's in the city. Anybody need to holler at me?
Washington
Come
D.C.
holler at
is
me.
the city.
Yeah, come smoke with me. Yeah, motherfucker. Anybody fuck
We
with me?
always
Come smoke
we
with
always encourage somebody to come smoke with us. That's what smoking roaches is about,
me.
right? If I don't have a J, I'm always have a roach for you. You dig?
Yeah, you
I'm
already
always
know it.
had some for you, man. I got some OG Kush, bro. I took it back old school, bro. You know, always once in a
Okay,
while I like to go back and forth a little bit. So I got some OG, it's a hybrid, and it's actually indica dominant, bro. I got me like a
okay.
little 70-30 type
There
joint,
you
man.
go, y'all. There you go. We
Yeah.
gonna get them over here. We gonna
See,
come
cause
on over.
this is a special occasion because we're doing a late night smoking roaches show
Oh,
tonight. So I
Nancy,
got me
late night special
I
occasion
got,
indica session. This
of
nigga
course,
here.
'cause then your voice
Yeah,
get down
you
like
know.
this. But you know how the ladies like the voices be all deep and whatnot. You know what I'm
How you
saying?
think
So
I do
that's
Big G so good?
right,
Nigga, that's the
right, right. I understand that. Now it all makes sense. I
yeah,
still ain't gonna put no funnel in there, but you know what I'm
that's
saying?
all right.
I'm gonna still mess with the indicas every once in a while, bro. You
Nah,
know what I'm
Slim,
saying?
I
But
had I was smoking sativa up in New York. I had some good hybrid sativa. What the
mm-hmm.
fuck? Matter of fact, I try to save some of that shit. I just had the end of this shit. This motherfucker
That
sour,
junk never.
sour diesel.
We we always. I said, that boy. I've been looking for some great sour D's. I ain't had none of that in so freaking long, bro. I like some
It
real
was
good.
all
All
right.
the time. Yeah. See. That's
You
one
know, I
thing.
don't
I like.
really,
Go ahead.
I don't really do the dispensary, so I had to tough it out and hit the dispensary where I was up there. I'd rather take my shit off the streets. But
Yeah. See,
yeah,
that's the thing about the dispensaries. Like I was saying, when you find something good, it's hard to find that good one again, bro. Everything that I've
again,
been chasing, trying to find the next, you know what I'm saying? And by going to the dispensaries, the only thing that's weird about a dispensary is there's so many fucking different flavors and style. I mean, versions.
Candy store. They treated me.
Bro,
This
it's
joint I
hard.
went to.
Mm.
Let me see if I see the name of this joint. Hold up. Shit. I wanted to get a dispensary a shout out up in upstate New York, but I come back to it. Slim. They took me around that motherfucker. Like, remember on Rush Hour when they went to go see the little Chinese bitches?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
that's how I felt in that joint. I was like, this one, that one.
Mhm.
No, that one and them two together, and then this one, and I'm gonna come back and try that one tomorrow. And no, I'm gonna try them two tomorrow, but keep that one on the side right there because I might come back tonight. What time y'all
The
close?
first time I went to dispensary, I had my medical because that's when I bought my medical.
Yeah, you was showing that car. You was flashing that bitch like you.
Bruh, I went.
Like
and
you-
I'm looking around and I'm like, yo, what the hell do I even think about getting? You can't go in there and ask them what's the highest THC you got. They know you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A real weed connoisseur don't say that when they go into a dispensary. You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
nah.
You ask them, you know, what you
And
got. I need it for this.
what you like. Yeah.
Nobody on the street will ever never that I've seen will never know indicas and sativas and hybrids. You know, all they say is when my
With that gas
sauce and
at, with a
gas.
Zah, he got some fire.
They don't really know the stuff. When you go to dispensary, bro, you look at weed
Not but
totally
luxury.
different now.
Yeah, you damn
Of
near get a
course.
foot rub in that bitch.
No bullshit. Now, when a white lady with dreads in her head, you know, selling you the best weed.
Current,
Come on, dog. All the
man.
current,
All the currents in that joint be so nice. I be like,
Bruh.
I was fucking with the white girl. I was like, nah, you know what? I really go off. She was like, you see anything you like? I said, I really go off with the
Yeah, you,
with the sellers like to smoke. So what's the last thing you smoke? Her eyes lit up. She said, oh my God, let me show
yeah,
you. And she like this.
yeah.
This just came in yesterday. It has a little buzz to it. It catch you at first, but after 4 hits, oh my God, I was eating snacks. An hour later, I was out. I was like, all right, so let me get some of that. You convinced me.
They know our weaknesses, bro. She
I
know how to
know.
sell that.
Hey,
Bro.
homie,
Come on.
ain't no salesman on the planet better than a white person or a Jew. They will sell your ass shit out
Hell,
your
my
toilet. They be
no
like, nah, the shit you had, no, you gotta keep this shit because the shit is the shit. I'm trying to tell you, nigga, we been wrote them a checks, no. They some
right. No
slick
question.
talking.
Yeah.
I need some Jewish friends, bro. I gotta learn the game. I gotta learn the gift. I got the gift of gab. I gotta learn that motherfucking dreidel talk, Slim. I learned that mama holla getting the holla shit. It's over for you niggas. They gonna say,
Yeah. Once
who
you
got
get
some money?
organized,
Yeah,
all
homie.
that
They
shit
say,
is freestyle. A lot of that stuff is just basic freestyling. If you know how to freestyle rap, you can go how to freestyle and talking to a business, bro. It's
yeah,
all the
hell
same
yeah.
thing. Be sharp on your feet, be quick in your thinking, yeah, and you
Yeah,
can sell a joint.
and sell it.
The first thing
Yeah,
you walk in that junk is how you look. You go in that junk, chest out, poked up, standing tall, bro. You'll burn
yeah.
their ass up, but they don't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? When you go in there
Hey,
looking like the typical,
I'm
they
gonna tell
on
you
it.
who had to be a bad motherfucker. The first
Who?
motherfucker that invented the umbrella.
Why you say that?
Cause the nigga that invented the poncho and shit was mad as a motherfucker. He was killing it for a long time until that umbrella nigga came along, you know. It's always take the next invention to top the next one, you know. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
horse
tell
and
you,
buggy. That's the way it
come on,
works, bro.
Slim.
That's
The
the way
only
it works.
motherfucker was happy when the cars came along was the horses. He said, "Shit, you ain't
That's
got
it,
to beat me no more."
bro.
Shit,
That's crazy. The happiest motherfucker was the horse, and that's crazy as shit, bro.
a hell of a joke, homie.
Yeah, hell
I
of a
told you.
joke, man. You got
I told you the
yeah,
biggest joke in the world is we all died at the end. You know, you figure out the punch, like the setup and the
bro. That's the
you figure
biggest
out the
joke you ever
setup.
know, bro. And you know what's crazy? We go through life every day stressing ourselves out and don't know, trying to do things that's beyond the imagination just to say in the end it's over. That's all that work you did doesn't matter anymore. Yeah? When that casket
No, it
closed, young,
matters.
it's to who?
It's
Because it
what
won't
you
matter
do
to me.
matters. No, it's what you do that matters. Most
You can
people
do here
just
while you're
doing shit. What you're
yeah.
doing, if what you're doing has serves purpose, that gives you your pass on the other side to make your destiny, or if you want to come back or stay up there,
Mhm.
or it's create your destiny. If you come here and just waste time just doing shit, oh, you be back, motherfucker. You it's something
Mhm.
you ain't do, and most people just
Yep.
back just
That's
just to fuck up the natural order of things. But one thing about
mhm.
where we at now is more people waking up and not wanting to come back, bro. And like I said, give me a refund. I wasn't satisfied on this go. Maybe my
Very
last
well.
go, I might have been a king or something like that, or a cool fisherman or something like that. But this one wasn't too good, bro. It started off fucked up for me. So, but
Bruh.
I'm living it. I ain't gave up,
Yeah.
bro. I ain't threw in the towel. Ain't nobody make me
Yeah.
bow out of this shit. It's life, and I
Mhm.
and I try to preach that to people every day. It's them like, and I fuck with you and love you as a brother, bro, because we get to bring these messages of just life we've
Mhm.
learned over these years to whoever listening. It ain't for the world. It ain't for we ain't saving nobody. It ain't nothing like that. But just hearing from some young perspectives, this perspective of some young brothers that have something
Right.
to say. It's something of substance is coming back. And
Mhm.
that's all I encourage. Mental health. Everybody take a mental health check. Everybody take a mental health day out the week.
And
Like, you know,
I think that's one of the reasons why also I think why they allow weed to become legal, bruh,
yeah.
because it might not be as strong as LSD or mushrooms or whatever the
Uh-uh.
case is, but
It's more
I think a
controllable
lot of
though.
more controllable, definitely. But I think to the individual, it makes things, or at least for me anyway, it makes things just a little bit easier to accept. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
it's
still
more
crazy
controllable.
because
It's
when
a
you off the subject, you see things enhanced in so many words. You know what I'm saying?
and that's what it's supposed to do.
That's why I'm such an advocate of the cannabis lifestyle. Like this summer, yeah, we're gonna take this drink all the way to the festivals and stuff like that because not
Mm-hmm.
only that we know the effects of it and the how it works and what it's good for. It's time to understand the business part of it, bro. Because this is a
Yeah.
multi-trillion-dollar business right now, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like
One thing
because
about drugs make the world go round, Kofi, and marijuana is in a place where it can turn a motherfucker from um a poor man to a rich man overnight if you understand the key thing, business. And
business, yeah.
get your business together, get your shit right. And like I
Mhm.
say, I look at the healing properties of marijuana. I look at the not just that it's one of the few drugs that hinders the body physically. It doesn't
Mhm.
really give you an effect to your body where you lose some weight or something like that, or you gain a weight, or it that fluctuate period, or depending it can activate your appetite. And it's good for people that's bulimic, people that's overweight. So
Yep.
it more helps than anything. It's better than any pill than someone can pop. I prefer
Yep.
them if they could take an
And
edible. If you don't like to smoke, people
yeah.
know how to
And
cook. If you knew how to
you
put
know
them
what's crazy
recipes
though?
together, huh?
You know what's crazy? What you were just saying just now is that the one thing that people fail to realize or even paid attention to now that is not necessarily about the psychedelic part of
Mm-hmm.
smoking. People think that all the brands or CBDs and all that you get high and you can't function.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's actual different parts of what I'm saying, the marijuana plant that you can do different things for your body, like CBD and rub it on your body can cure aches and pains and
Mm-hmm.
things of that, dry skin and all that kind of stuff. So people just don't truly, excuse me for 1 second.
Go ahead. Sip some water.
I was coughing, excuse me.
I
Whew.
know. Sip some
But
water.
they don't understand the effects of like things like CBD and the real THC and what it does to the human body. So that's why I think that it's like you said, it's controllable and they can make such a big profit off this joint. They are
Mm-hmm.
taxing on marijuana. You know what I'm saying? You go to
Mm-hmm.
the dispensaries, they put taxes on this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
there's
all
it's
they was
money
gonna
out here.
need. That's the only way they
That's
was
the
gonna
only way.
legalize it.
Yeah, that's the only way. Once they make a profit off of it, then it's okay to have. You know what I'm saying? Now
Mm-hmm.
it's not bad. But then they throw something else out there, opioids and fentanyl, and they always find something to counteract something else. You see what I'm
Hey,
saying?
let me
One
drop
time it
some
was
facts
crack.
on you. Since you right there
What's
on
up?
facts. Do you know
Mhm.
opioids developed the banking system for the whole world, bro? They started off selling dope. Everything was always about a drug war, Slim. Every war we ever fought. And it was always about taking over the best soil that had the most opioid and
Mm,
opium plants. So
mm,
the thing we're dealing with here, bro, is that it ain't just America that's high. The world is high,
mhm,
bro. We just the
mm,
biggest consumers of drugs because
mm,
of
mm.
the affluence of America. You know, we got more access, to more, trust me, it's more people that's poor that use drugs than people that's rich.
No doubt. No doubt. Hmm.
Because if more
Hmm.
rich people is high on the drugs that the average person takes, they'd be fucking broke, bro.
Yep. Yep. Hmm. Hmm. You absolutely right, bro. And that's the way
Give
it
Bill
always been. And
give Bill Gates a crack pipe and see how much money he gonna have next year around this time.
bro,
That's how the world works.
that's crazy. Yeah. And that's how they actually took over everything. When you sit back and think about it, putting drugs into the communities, putting this
Control.
into the
How do you
Hollywood, and
control the masses of
yeah,
people, bro?
yeah. Because once you
Make
get
them
on the
feel
drugs,
good.
then you be
Cause P Diddy be wanting the body, and
that's come from them drugs, bro. It's
You
always
know it
gonna be there. Yeah, them drugs is
because
gonna always be there to control
drugs
you.
gonna
Huh? You got
always be there. Drugs gonna be
Mhm.
there, always be there, and sex gonna always be there. And
Yeah.
with those two powers creates corruption. That means any man or woman can be corrupted, bro. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
where things flow in between the system. It'll
Mm-hmm.
never be a war on drugs when the war is over drugs. It's an
Right. Right.
oxymoron.
They throw you off with the what you expect it to be,
The
even though that's exactly
wordplay,
what it is.
wordplay, bro.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
See, when you
the
high, that's
thing.
stuff like that. When you smoking good weed, bro, you figure shit out like that high, bro. That's some high
Nah,
ass shit right there. When you catch
my
them
shit
double
come from
entendre.
research, bro. My shit ain't. I be high when I be studying, but my shit mainly come from the facts, bro. I taps into this shit, coffee. The shit don't go nowhere, brother. The shit right now facing is I just can't unsee the shit, bro. When I say
That's
I'm like
it.
Sherlock Holmes and you like Watson, bro. When I bring it to
Mm-hmm.
you, and you break that joint down in your way. It sound like I be crazy, but
Yeah.
I mean
That's
it
the thing
is what
about
it
it.
is.
It's all about the perception on how you perceive it in the first place, bro.
Come on
Because you can
now,
say the same thing, and that's why you know what, ding ding. That's why it works so well, yeah. Because the way you perceive that junk is the way you're gonna take it. If you perceive it
come
as a
on,
double entendre, it's a fucking double entendre. If you
come
see it
on.
as fact, it's fucking facts. However your perspective is, that's what it is right there, bro. All the things out here that we fuss over, fight over, cuss over, go to war over, all the politics, all the comedians,
Hmm.
all that shit is based on your fucking perspective, bro. That's all this shit is your perspective on the way
And
of seeing,
what did create the Matrix? Everybody got to
bruh.
put their piece of the puzzle in, bruh. If everybody
To make
thought in a monolithic and the same thought process, a unolithic thought process, man, we can snap shit and create shit like we used to. But everybody's scattered. Everybody's right. Everybody' opinion has to be overridden by everybody instead of being respected on the same level till we come to an understanding. But it's we're dealing with
and that's exactly
mental health.
that's why
Good.
you need to be on the motherfucking podcast, bro. You gotta tell us, you gotta start doing shows on the road, bro. Because when we be dropping this shit, yeah, this shit drops, bro.
I
The
mean,
shit
it's
is, and then
dropping
the thing
now.
about it ain't nothing surprising. It's like you
Yeah.
right, I already knew that, but it doesn't. You doesn't recognize it until your perspective sees it.
Until
That's crazy.
somebody's till no until you choose to see it from somebody else's perspective, bruh. We're always wrong when we choose to see it from our own perspective. You can't gain
Mm-mm.
knowledge from the shit you already know. You have to learn something new from somewhere else to keep going, bruh. It's
Yeah.
not science. It's a science to it, but it's not rocket science, bro. It's just using a mental brain a little bit. We forgot how to use our brains. We use dumb smartphones, bro. That lag on us and fuck up on us and go
Mhm.
dead on us, bro. What is your brain doing if you can't remember that number no more and your phone go dead and it's an emergency? Slim?
Yep.
We pretty
Yep.
much robotic now. So, one thing is
Yep.
I give it to marijuana. I'm going back to the baby girl. Mary Jane puts things in perspective of where you can think in other
Mhm.
people's perspective. It takes you out of your train of thought into your higher train of thought where you can
Mhm.
think on different levels and some you go back to old conversations and arguments you had with people and think about why y'all beefing and y'all ain't talked in so many years and go back to damn. We should have hit a J
Mhm.
about that shit and been on to the next shit. We was arguing about the dumbest little shit because
And
that
that's
car was
always
red.
the way to- Yep. That's always the way to solve them problems, bro. That's why one thing I could say, that's why I love about marijuana, bro. First of all, it brings everybody together. The total strangers become the best of
Some
friends, little
bestest
Jay. You walking
friends,
up the
man.
street, getting the Jay, he like, well, let me hit that. You pass it to him.
Yeah,
Y'all stop
man.
chopping it up, bro. Y'all the best of friends, bro. It
Come on
helps you
now.
physically on your own mental health. It helps you physically
Yeah,
on your body, getting in shape and getting sleep
yeah.
and getting rest because it will put your ass
The
down.
marijuana
It
brings everybody together.
it brings everything together in so many words.
Yeah.
Now, when you study it, you really focusing on what you're studying. You really focusing on those books. It might sound crazy. We always saying when we high, we smart as hell. Yeah, because our vibration is slowed down enough for us to understand everything that we need to understand
You
in
hit it
that
on the
perspective.
hey Rob, you hit it on the you hit it right on the head. Like you said, slow down our vibration. Now I'm gonna get into one more deep thing and then we gonna get on to some just some news and shit that's going on. But slowing down our vibration is going back to the spiritual realm. The reason why we stuck in the physical because we vibrating so fast. We growing fast, we grow up fast, we learn fast, we move fast until you get old and you slow down and your vibration slow back down. You get ready to go back to where you came from when the vibration is just a sound.
Mm,
So
mm.
this earth plane is a sped up vibration to where the earth is about to slow all the way back down and it has to reset itself. It's nothing wrong with the world. The world is the world. It's just a misunderstanding of the world. We have a detachment away from what it really is, and we too much connected to what we can instantly create. And by instantly creating technology, you only get instant gratitude. One thing about the world when you was a child, if you go outside on a nice day and the sun shining and the wind blowing nice, you might lay in the grass for 10 or 15, 20 minutes and not even know a whole family of ants crawled up your arm and you just swipe them on off. You ain't tripping, jumping around. Oh my God. And
Mhm, mhm.
it was simple when you were young. So one thing I try to preach to a lot of adults is that you got to step back into a young phase to heal that childhood trauma so your adult self can be happy. You got to do something that builds your self-confidence back up and go back to that child that didn't have confidence, that was scared to try something and try it as an adult and see won't it click right for you. I'm not trying to say go join the NBA no 40 years old and try no stupid dreams like that. But it's the small things that we know that was attainable and accessible that we thought we had enough time to try and do, but we chose to be young. We went and did what we did, had fun, ran around. Then responsibilities caught hold to your ass if you really woke and you realize that you gave up a whole lot, especially, it goes back to relationships. A lot of people give up their young 20s and 30s because of relationships connecting with somebody, and the whole time, 10, 15 years later, fall off the map, and they was never for you. And
Yep.
you got to restart on life again. So
That's the
one
thing,
thing
bro.
about
When
this
that
life, be happy
when
on
that
this
when
vibration.
yeah, that's the thing about and to sit there and you explain about that drink, it's the like you said, you start off young. I think when you come out of the sound or coming out of the universe or coming out of the ether or whatever, there
Hmm.
is no vibration. It's stronger than sound. Once you come into
Yeah,
this physical, your vibration speeds up to create these
yeah,
physical
it's create the
forms.
physical form. Yeah, you got 9 months,
Yeah,
bro. Same way.
to develop to you know what I'm saying, to learn that vibration. And as the older you get, it
Hmm.
speeds up to a point where you get to that age when everything starts to reverse. Now I think once
There
you
you
click
go.
maturity, a word where quote unquote declines back into that slower vibration until you go back into the earth and to go back into the
Hmm.
universe into so it's kind of like an uphill down here kind of, you know what I'm
So,
saying.
but
And
the
then
thing about it, there's the principles of that is that we take and they mask it as religion. That's heaven and hell, because within heaven and hell you have to find balance. And one thing we we tend to forget now at 2025, where I go back to nature and knowing the earth, is we don't have harmony with nature. And our last this effort with nature that we match the same frequency was through music. Once they poison our music and the shit we got going on now, that offset our frequency. So, until we get the right sounds and the right vibrations going back through what we hear, vibration, the first sound is faster than light because you hear shit before you see it. If a gun went off, you could hear that gun, but you can't see that bullet come out.
right, right.
So we know its frequency is more powerful. We gotta come back and find the harmony in ourselves. That's when it goes to inner. Come home, meditate, have a religious pray, do whatever you got to do to just find that center of self. Talk to that other side of you, and for people that's in the spirituality, that God you used to call on, that's you.
Yep,
Just called on the inner you to come out
yep.
and take care of what you can't handle in the physical. The same thing. God, take this weight off my back. The words
Yeah.
is just changed around, but it's for the same purposes. We have to learn purpose. We have to take
And
accountability, learn purpose, accept responsibility, and do the work. That's the main thing. This ain't no preaching podcast, nothing like that. But this is a simple podcast on things we have to do to really try to make life go better. And these are simple things. I'm not here with all the answers or nothing, but I'm giving answers of things we need to start, working on. But come on, Rob, let's rock into this news and scandal. I don't know what you got,
oh
sports.
Lord have
God
mercy.
damn it, who sleeping
Everything,
with who going to
everybody,
jail, who else on the Diddy tape? Give me some
Y'all
dirt.
been
You know what
telling
they
me.
want to hear.
man, bro. Everything is crazy right now,
Yeah,
bro. I'm
everything.
just the news is like, first of all, oh boy, he just turned the office up. Politic
Oh
man,
yeah, he
oh my,
fucking that joint up. You man.
bro, he going gangster. But if you really think about it, what he's doing kind of makes sense, bro. It's like, why are we not taxing outside people? You tax us more than you tax the outside people, bro. And we home. What sense does that make,
And
bro?
who
Like,
spend
look
the
how much
most?
us.
Who spend the
Come on.
most and get taxed the most, homie?
Yep, your own people, bro. Right here in America, bro.
And
That's
that's one thing
crazy.
I validated him as being a president of business versus being a president of politics. Because one thing about a
Yep,
businessman
yep,
can't be corrupted. He's the corrupter. A politician can
yes,
be
sir.
corrupted. And that's just my
Yes, sir. And we basically just, and they always saying the conspiracy theories always say America
Yeah,
is a business, the
it
United
is.
Business of America.
Oh
So,
no, you can look
and you,
at that UCC, bro. We've been a business, bro, since not
and that's
I
crazy.
want to say 1914, but okay,
And we didn't,
but
and we the
you can't
employees of
hide the
this
facts.
dumbass.
They
And
don't
we the
hide it.
employees.
They know what it is. The ones that
Yeah,
dealing in the business know what it is. It's
and we
they
don't.
no, it's not that. They know we don't, but they don't care. The game is free. If you learn the game, you can play it. You just can't teach a bunch of motherfuckers how to play it with you. That's where
Right,
the hold
right.
up come in the game. Motherfucker, if you ain't built up a network of good motherfuckers that can keep the game rolling, we gonna get you out the game quick. So it's just, it's all a game. If you get your hand on the ball, what are you going to do?
Yep. Yep. Everything is, like you said, everything is a game, bro. Because I was telling my son going through high school and getting ready to go into college, bro, you gotta know how to play the game with these
Yeah.
people, bro. Don't go in there and try to be Mr. Show Off and Mr. Dominant because you number
Play
2 in
dumb.
DC. That's in
Play
high
dumb.
school, bro. You going to college with champions and
Play
Olympic,
dumb.
you know
Play
what
like
I'm saying?
you
So you go back on, you play stupid and learn everything that you
and
can, bro.
learn everything up, and your time gonna come to shine to show your shit off. And
Yes, sir.
when it's because guess what? He was in the track business. It ain't take nothing but for the lead leg to catch a hamstring, and then guess who next up? Snap. It don't take
Yes,
nothing for
sir.
the quarterback to get tackled hard and come out the game, and the backup in it. Is you ready when it's your number call, when your time call,
Yep.
when
Yep.
what were you doing? Because there's one
Mhm.
thing I can say about this: more people be focused on what other people doing than taking care of their own business, bro. And that's where
Yes, sir.
business is first. Is what is your business? Oh,
Yep.
even if you approach a businessman, the before you approach him, do your fucking homework and know damn near know more about him than he knew about himself. He's like, yeah, damn. I heard about you crashed the Ferrari. How you hear about that? That shit ain't make the news. I ain't even know. I was
Mhm.
watching, I do my research. They be on that, Slim. So one thing, because guess what? People do their homework on you. They
Of
gonna
course
know
they
who you
do.
was connecting with,
You don't
and
think
if you come
you
with
don't
some
think
bullshit.
everybody that you don't think everybody that you don't make some kind of contact with. Most of these people have Googled you. I know I've been Googled a few times, and I'm sure
Yeah,
you've been Googled a
I
few
know
times.
they
And
looking
I ain't
me
even
up.
talking about Googling myself. People, when you give them in this industry that we in, and you tell them, "Hey, I'm Rob Coffee. I'm a comedian." I done. They gonna Google you and see what there
Anyway,
is to say about you
they
in
want
the
to see the
first place.
competition. They want to see what's
Oh,
going on. So they want to see the new fresh face and what you working with. People are smart.
mhm.
People that take it serious are smart.
Yep,
Now they take
yep,
the extra effort because guess what? It ain't nothing wrong with taking the extra effort because it's supposed to
ain't
be
nothing
taken.
wrong.
You understand
Yeah,
your surroundings and work
yep,
accordingly to what's going on. And they are
there you
well
go.
prepared because they're in a comfortable position. It's
Yep,
most of us that fall waste to the wayside because we don't go out and make them right connections, bro. We think
mhm,
everybody is gonna be our friend. We think every
yep,
room we in, we supposed to, they supposed to know who we is. I don't live
yep.
on an egotistical planet, so in my mind,
Mm,
I feel everybody got a fair shot. So you know what?
mhm.
If and I know it's fair to say that I might not never get a shot. I always put that in there. It's always gonna be 50-50. I'm don't put
That's
too much stake in
right.
anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, come
That's
on,
life,
Slim.
and
You
that's
can get all you want. You could cash a check. I mean, sign a check, $100 million, and have a fucking heart attack and don't spend a fucking dime. Damn.
why you signing the damn check.
Right? No
Why you
sooner you ink
know?
that bitch,
Yes, sir.
you
And
don't
that's the
even get
way
to shake the man's hand. He get to tear that
and
bitch
you
up.
out of here, bro. And you out of here.
And
And
say,
that's the thing
okay,
about
send it at 2 o'clock.
right next up.
Get this
I
security, scrape this damn motherfucker off my desk. The Senator Susan, send him my 2 o'clock.
am trying to tell
Damn, I
you,
had
bro.
hopes for that motherfucker.
We are replaceable, like they said, bro. And that's the thing, once you learn the system and learn how to shake and move, bro, life is easy as fuck, bro. You just have to understand what it is and stop fighting for things that's out of your control, bro. Go through this drink, chill. If you want to
Yeah,
motherfucking and go out here and jump in the ocean and swim by, who gives a goddamn? Do what the hell you
do
want
it.
to do. Stop
Do
worrying about what other
backstroke
people
butt
think,
naked.
bro.
I don't care.
As long as you can sleep at night with a clear conscience, who gives a goddamn about you, bro?
I
Because
salute him,
all these places we go out here and do these comedy shows, and we expect these motherfuckers. How many motherfuckers have called you back to come do a show that you don't? You know what I'm saying? How many people have actually called you back off the? Yeah, homie, thank you for coming out and supporting. Let me put it's very far and few in
Really a
between. You know
few,
what I'm
not
saying?
enough.
But
Yeah,
that's how
not
they are,
enough
though. That's how they
callbacks.
get.
But
Of course not, bro.
it was
Why would I
for a
put you on
reason.
to make me look
No, it ain't even that. I had that talk, like I said, with Reggie and Red Grant. I'm glad they cleared that up because it's not about that. It's that they've given so many people an opportunity, and more people
Backfire.
fail the test, bro. It's really few. Like I said, when they go back to their cities and get off the road, they scout, they look for other comics, they look for other
Yeah.
talent, but
Yeah.
they might find the funniest one in town. He might got personal issues. He might not be ready. Baby mother, I got kids, or parole officer on my ass. I can't leave the state. It be so much. So that's why it is how it is. It ain't that they don't want the talent. They just it's a fine line, bro. They gotta walk. They gotta filter everything out. Trust me. They know about everybody that's been performing. That trust me. They restock their books every 5 years. They know who been out there, who been doing well, who know who get vouched
Mhm.
for, who getting hated on. It's room for
Right.
everybody out there, but they just let you play the game and see how you gonna play it. And
Right.
they give more respect to the ones like us that look at that independent lane and see a wide open door
Wide
of
open.
not just becoming from the ground up, but looking to be young entrepreneurs. No matter how
Mhm.
long it takes, but put the work in. And if we get to that point where we meet a lot of these people, yeah, that's cool. If we don't, that's even better.
That's
Just
even
to
better.
get
No
to a point of
bullshit.
success that we created on our own is the ultimate goal, bruh. And
Mhm.
blessings to anybody that help us along the way. But that's all in the game. Everybody got to play it solo at the end of the day, Rob. The shows I go on, I
Yep.
you with me at Hot and shit. You and a few other comics, y'all always got my back and show me love. But the same thing with you. But when we rocking together, Slim, that shit goes down. We killing shit, knocking
Yeah.
shit down. We get more
No
hate
doubt.
because more people scared of Slim. You more dangerous than two than one. And motherfucker, we walking that solo. I gotta deal with this nigga tonight. Oh, what's up, Slim?
Mhm.
Hey, what's up? You gonna rock the joint tonight? Oh, I gotta get you on another show too.
Right. Right. Don't never hear back
Give
from
him
them
that fucking
motherfuckers.
look I give people in before I sip out that cup. Motherfucker keep
One,
gassing you up. They gonna put you on the show. Yeah, all
bro,
right.
you see my right up on their ass, bro. And
I
that's
I
one thing
catch
I
you
have to
when
say
I catch you.
about our guest we're gonna have next week, bro. This brother right here, he done it all pretty much by himself. You know? He didn't wait
Yeah,
for nobody. He didn't go to these bullshit mics and
yeah.
did something special with it. You know what I'm saying? It's a like you said, it's a lot of talent out here, young, but a
Who you
lot of
talk about?
us,
Jesus?
yeah.
Nah, Jesus
A
is in
lot
the
of us,
bullshit mics. Nah, give him his
yeah, of
credit.
course,
That nigga been
yeah,
out in the
yeah,
trenches with us. That
of course.
nigga been out
But I'm
here.
saying,
Yeah, nah, he wasn't gonna be out there for too long. Remember, he had a one up on a lot of us that he knew the business first. He just had to
exactly,
learn how DC game
exactly,
comedy goes, how comedy goes as being a young comic, how to line the shit up. But he knows
yep.
the business side where he know how to market and build his shit
That's the same
outside.
thing that we did
And he
to.
know what we
That's
missing. And he only talks to a rare few of us, bro. And it's like I said, to me, I always treat Tease. I don't know if you know, our relationship. We cool as a motherfucker. That's my man. But I always looked at him like he already a vet. I guess how a lot of comics look at me, like you already been here before, you been here long enough. But it's that
yep.
type of respect level you give certain comics when you come
Mhm,
across them. And he a rare
mhm.
few because he curved out of the lane of doing, just raw
Wait,
stand-up comedy and took full face in the, gospel Christian comedy and, you know,
mhm.
praising comedy, whatever. I don't know the name, the proper term for it, so I
But
don't want to
but
disrespect.
the thing about that is what I even mentioned him about is a lot of us go to these open mics and see these vets like well, I ain't gonna say nobody's name because I don't want to
Yeah,
bash
yeah,
him,
yeah.
but go and see these vets that been on BET, that's been traveling, that's been here and been there and all up and down the East Coast and the world and stuff like that. And we go to these shows where they be at. We expect them. If I go up here tonight and kill this drink and rock out, they gonna take me on the next tour with them. They're gonna introduce me to Amazon. They're gonna introduce me to Netflix. They're gonna do it for me. They're gonna do it. If I keep
Yeah,
performing, eventually he will say, I'm the next one.
yeah,
Instead of going out here and trying to figure out how to do it yourself within 2025, as easy it is, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like we always say, a lot of people in this joint just for the lifestyle, not for the work ethic, then they're doing this joint, bro. They
yeah.
just intro to say I'm doing this joint. You know what I'm saying?
But this the
Me
fun
and you
part.
podcast and him doing his thing and a few other people that we know. We took an idea that we had, scraped up some couple of dollars, and slowly by slowly, we slowly working this
Got
joint
a
out.
picture of
Figuring
something
it out.
perfect.
Not waiting for nobody else, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what the main thing is for us to do is to push that, bro. We need to show more independent artists and show that, you
Mhm.
know, just take your little bit, just get on your lives and get on your social medias and showcase your talents and start with the 2 and 3 views, the 11 likes, the one share, the one smiley face, the one man keep going because that's all you
One is
need. You
better.
know what I mean? At least you got an audience. You don't know who's watching, who's and they waiting for talent every day. Everything we do out
Yep.
here is, you know, content as they say. So, you know, I really
Got it.
just give more props to real talent, real people that I know that been working for a long time, naturally gifted and talent, people that hone their skills and still haven't had voices out here to and places to showcase and
Mhm.
been working hard, hitting rooms, man,
Yeah,
and
no
doing
doubt.
what they got to do. And I always advocate for them because I feel it's a team underdog when it comes to the independent artists. And you know, it's a lot of independent artists that choose to just hold their power in their hand. You know, no offer is good enough right now. And there's nothing
But
wrong with
but
not selling out.
in the same breath, though, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to worry about quote unquote selling out in 2025, bro.
Yeah,
It's
you
too
do.
much ways
No,
you
yeah,
can
you
do it
yeah, you
yourself.
can, but
Like
it's too
we always
easy to
talk
sell
about
out.
on social media, like we always talk
Yeah,
about on social media. All you need is that one video to go viral, bro. All you need is
yeah,
that one. It's gonna take some time
yeah.
for it to come. It's gonna take a little bit of work, different ways of trying things, but you gotta do something in order for something to come
Mm-hmm.
back. You gotta do
Yeah.
something for it to come back. You see what I'm saying? So when we out here doing these mics and doing these shows and stuff like that, yeah, we can do that shit all day long. Why not record it and chop it up and make your own documentary and find another way of doing it until you get where you need to be at
Just
on that stage? You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying it's not so honestly, it's not so hard to do it. It's just the dedication to do it is the hard part.
mm-hmm.
You know, the physical act of it, that's the easy part. I can come up with ideas all day long, but be disciplined enough to
To keep
do it
going
consistently.
and keep creating.
Yeah, that's hard, bro. Because life be
Yeah,
life in and the world is just,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, I get this all the time from people on Instagram and social media. They be like, "Man, how do you do it, man? You funny. How do you find these videos? How do you?" It's work. I do not relent that it's not work. I do not lament the work I gotta put in, but just like any job, everything you do has a fundamental basis to it. And I said that in the
Mhm.
beginning, like that's what I really encourage my kids into learning the fundamentals of anything they try to get into. Um, I just found a set of fundamental basis for my niche and got comfortable in my settings. And you know, it started off just like any idea. Damn, I might got something, but what you just say, Rob, you don't know what you got until the world confirms it. Um,
Mhm.
you don't have to go out and seek validation, but
Yep.
um understand that and appreciate it when you are accredited, when people do
Mhm.
take notice. I don't give a fuck. It's one, two, three. The smaller numbers is the realest numbers. And you
Mhm.
know, until you get to understand it, Slim, and we in a point at times like, you know, most likes and most friends that follow and all that shit be robots now. And so computers and AI liking your shit anyway, Slim. So people just enjoy the gratification of being seen, the attention, the um
Yeah.
the shit we never got when we was kids, bro. It's a bunch of adults being kids again with cameras and phones and shit, bro. We playing with our favorite toy in the world, Rob. And
Yeah. Yeah.
it's gonna be dangerous if you don't know what to do with it, Slim. So, you know, that's how I
And
look at things.
people just figure out how to make money from this toy. That's all it is. This is a
They
grown
always
kid.
made money from toys, bro.
That's the crazy part, and we just feed right into the drink. Because I mean, like I said, if you patient enough and do it long enough, you're gonna make some money. But a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
if it don't pop in the first 5 or 6 videos or whatever, they most likely give up.
Them niggas
It is
scratching
not.
their ass on doing something else.
It's 100,000 podcast joints right now on Spotify right now. It's
Mm-hmm.
like 500 of them joints that's has more than 100 episodes. It's like
Mm-hmm.
200 of them joints that's, you know what I'm saying, actively active. It's like 50 of them joints that's booming. So the ratio just continues to
It
drop. All you
shrinks.
have to
Yeah,
do
the
is
more consistent you be, the numbers shrink where you get in the pool.
that's all it is, bro. Just wait your
Yeah.
turn, bro. It's there. You gotta
Yeah, I
be
told you
consistent. Get
shit ain't gonna pop for us till after a few hundred videos plus
oh
120
yeah.
something. But guess what?
Oh yeah.
Look at what they get to go back on and look at. So this gonna be great goal, and they gonna be bringing suggestions on. Damn, y'all went back on like episode 20 something. Bring that topic
Yeah.
back up. So it go full circle,
Exactly
brother.
right
You know, once we get to going, that's all it took. Slim. So,
there.
it's nothing new under the sun. We just reinventing the wheel and putting some rims on the bitch.
That's all it is, bro. That is
Come
all
on,
it is,
Slim.
John.
They perspective from different perspectives is what make this thing go, bruh. It's room for
Yeah,
everybody to be honest, but anybody can't do it because everybody can't stay consistent. It
that's
only
it
worked
right
for a
there.
rare few, Slim.
That's it right there. And when you become a red fuel, you gotta know you're a red fuel to keep it
You got
pushing
to
on,
know it,
bro.
Slim. And then you ain't got to
You know,
show it though. You ain't got
the
to show
ego
it
will
because the
cut
show itself.
that ego will cut you off so fast, John. You forget who you are and where you came from, bro. That's why we in the
Yes, Slim.
situation that we in now, bro.
Hey,
But
bro,
this
I'm
was
going.
another.
How much time we got?
Hey, we on an hour, bro.
Oh damn! Hey Skip, what's up,
We done
y'all? What's
popped
up,
up.
everybody?
Hey,
We about to get off.
we
I know we was an hour in already, man. We about to get off the podcast, Smoking Roses
know,
podcast, man. Rob Coffee.
we get to chopping it up, bro. We get to get it.
Nah,
When you
yeah,
having these lectures and these talks, bro, time just fly past, bro. And that's
yeah.
the way I
Nah,
like to
we
go.
we
Do
in
this
our
joint,
zone
bro.
now, Slim. We can do it like this now. So, shit, we
Yeah,
might have
no
to
doubt.
start driving them every day and load
Come
their ass
on,
up
bro.
real quick.
I can say this right now, bro. Welcome back, fool.
Man,
Welcome
thanks,
back.
bro. Thanks, I ain't go
Welcome
nowhere,
back.
Slim. But thanks for holding everything down, y'all.
Of
Rob
course, bro.
Kofi, one of the funniest, dopest comedians I ever met in my life, man. Him
Appreciate
always
you. You
give
are too.
big ups to two of my favorite comedians that's been in the game with me from the beginning. Rob Kofi, one up, and Haywood Turnip Seed, the other one. Man, the world
Mhm.
don't know y'all yet, but when they find out, they gonna be mad. They just catching up and
Oh,
finding
man.
out. And
Oh,
y'all
man.
y'all keep me where I need to be. Is the little brother of the band. I'm the little brother, Slim. So
Yeah,
you know,
that's the way it's.
it, let's
That's
keep
how
this shit
that
rolling.
balance is out, bro. And once you get the balance together, bro, and figured out who's the real ones and who's who, bro, everything just rolls so smoothly, bro.
You
And I
know,
appreciate a homie like you, bro, that we can go out here and get this motherfucking money together and get this networking going, getting this grind going.
man. We grown men, Coffee
When
and
you're in your
Cody. We
trailer
done
park,
grew up.
when you're in your trailer park and your polygamy lifestyle with your 7 black women, I'm gonna be on the boat with 5 white
Yeah,
chicks, driving
yeah. I
down the
know.
Cucamonga, getting me some weed and some acid and mushrooms and going about my life,
Already
bro.
know. Hey,
That could,
me and my Brazilian joints, we gonna hop in a little helicopter and land on the little joint and come
come on.
holler at you. We gonna cook out on the water, Slim. You know how we gonna do the motherfuckers, Slim.
And I'm gonna have my white girls cooking the macaroni and cheese, dog.
All right, y'all. Hey, y'all tune in. Anybody that's on YouTube, man, jump back over on Instagram, man. Rob, he about to hop on the Smoking Roses joint. We gonna wrap it up a little bit on there.
Yes,
Do the
sir.
after party. After the after party, no baby oil involved. So, man, thanks for coming up on here, man. I'm happy to be back up on here. Rob, thanks for holding it down. Smoking Roses for life.
No, no doubt,
We
bro. You
smoked
can
it
find
down
us
to the
on
roach.
all social medias, Instagram, Facebook, the Smoking Roaches podcast on Instagram, on TikTok. We also on YouTube Live. Thank y'all. Shout out to YouTube Live people that tuned in for the show tonight. Also, I see y'all up there, so I recognize that and I appreciate y'all
Yeah.
for tuning in. So you can find Rob Coffee on all social media. Rob Coffee, comedian
Uh,
Rob Coffee. I'm everywhere, bro. I'm everywhere, and I'm glad you there. You want to
find me
find you
on
on?
Instagram, Cody the comedian. Um, Everywhere else, just Google me, Cody on the comedian or Cody the comic.
Oh, cops up with Cody. Come on, man.
Cups up
You
with
forgetting
Cody.
your
You know how we do it.
That's a
Hop
good
on over
read,
to
dog. That's
Instagram right now. We gonna wrap it on that. We bringing them in.
yes, sir. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good rest of the day.
Yeah.
Remember,
Love
bro,
y'all.
we smoke good because we grow good, man. What you smoking down to the
Down to the
roach? I catch
roach.
y'all next time, baby. Peace out.
All right, y'all.
Hey, I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
All right, so
All
I'm
right,
gonna
bro.
leave this joint.